just wanted to show you a really useful site for when you're learning graphic design. Obviously, I always recommend, if you can afford it, to go ahead and get the mainstream commercial packages like Adobe Illustrator, Adobe Photoshop and InDesign. But if you can't afford it, or if you're just dabbling and want to play around a little bit, there's programs that are open source, basically they're free, such as Inkscape, which you can use instead of Illustrator, or Gimp, and I've mentioned Inkscape before in my course. But this site is great because it will give you suggestions for other software, basically open source software, that you can use instead of the mainstream packages. So I'm going to show you how to do it. So in here, we're just going to type in, and I'm going to type in Photoshop, I think. So there we go, Adobe Photoshop. Okay, and down the bottom here, then it's giving me a list of suggestions. But at the moment, it's not filtering, so some of these may well be paid software. So we're going to now filter it. So we can filter it by platform. So you can either obviously pick Windows or Mac there. So I'm going to pick Mac because that's what I'm on. And then you can filter by license, so you either have commercial, that's obviously the paid software, free and open source, or just open source. So I'm going to go for free and open source. So if you look down here now, you've got a whole series of free software that you could use, well, you could test out basically. You could download and test out for free and see which you prefer, that would do similar things to Photoshop. Obviously some of them are going to be a lot more basic, some of them are going to do more, some are going to do less. But yeah, that's a great way to find other software that you can try out until you go ahead and get the full package.